This video is a continuation of the guitar and bass parts that are present during the intro of the song. These musical parts will start at 41 seconds on your timer. The tuning used in this video and on the record is standard E and 440 wavelength calibration. The bass part is going to be a riff pattern that's exactly 4 measures long, and it's going to repeat itself 4 times in this part of the song. This is the only place in the song where this bass riff is going to be played. We're going to use a 1 finger, 1 fret approach to play this on the first 3 frets of the bass. Any notes on the first fret will be played with your first finger. Any notes on the second fret will be played with the middle finger. Any notes on the third fret will be played with the ring finger. This is going to be straight 8th notes in alternate picking. We're going to start out by picking the low open E string down on 1. That'll be followed by the third finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string. This is a G note. This will be picked on the upbeat directly after 1. The middle finger will go to the 2nd fret on that same string. This is an F sharp note. We're going to pick it down on 2. Then we're going to go to the F note on that same string. This will be picked up on the and beat directly after 2. With a 4 count lead in, this is the first 4 notes, the first half of that first measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and. Notice the picking technique, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and. Now what we're going to do to complete the first measure is we're going to repeat what we just did. We're going to pick the open E string down on 3, followed by the G note, up on the and beat right after 3. The F sharp note, we're going to pick that down on 4, followed by the F note on the and beat or upbeat directly after 4. With a 4 count lead in, this is the first measure of the riff pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're going to repeat that one more time in the first half or the second measure with a 4 count lead in. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. On 3, we're going to go back to the open E string and pick it down like we've been doing all along. But what we're going to do different is on the upbeat directly after 3, the and beat, we're going to go to the F sharp note. This will be picked up. Then the third finger will go to the G note. We'll pick this down on 4, followed by the open A string on the upbeat, the and beat directly after 4. We're going to still use the same alternate picking. It'll be picked down, up, and counted 3 and 4 and, just like this. 3 and 4 and. Okay, with a 4 count lead in, let's do the first 2 measures of the riff pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, now that we know the first 2 measures of the pattern, the rest is going to be easy. We're just going to repeat that exact same process for the 3rd and 4th measures of the riff pattern. The only thing we're going to do different is on the very last note of the 4th measure, we're not going to go to the open A string. We're going to go to the B note located on the 2nd fret of the A string with the middle finger. Okay, so the last 4 notes are going to sound like this. 3 and 4 and. Pick down, up. 3 and 4 and. And that's the riff pattern. With a 4 count lead in, let's make one pass of the riff pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. After the bass cycles through this riff pattern 4 times, it's going to drive on the low open E string for 2 full measures before the music progresses into the next part of the song. The supporting rhythm guitar we'll hit an open E5 power chord on the first beat of these two measures and let it sustain out while the bass is driving. We're going to shuffle between a quarter note on 1, followed by 3 triplets on 2, another quarter note on 3, and 3 triplets on 4. We're going to pick down on 1 and 3, and we'll pick up on 2 and 4. And when we do the triplets, we're going to alternate pick them. We're going to start out picking up, then we'll pick down on the and beat, and up on the beat. With the 4 count lead in, this is what we're going to do. Watch the picking hand really closely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and a 3, 4 and a 1, 2 and a 3, 4 and up. At exactly 41 seconds on your timer, the bass will kick in and start driving with this part. The supporting rhythm guitar part is going to continue doing exactly what it did during the intro of the song. Halfway through, the supporting rhythm guitar part will break off and then double the bass guitar note for note on the last 2 passes through the riff pattern. With the 4 count lead in, let's go through this entire process one time, but I'm not going to count it aloud as I play it because it's too long a passage and I don't have to win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Once the bass guitar changes and starts to drive the song, the supporting guitar part is going to continue doing exactly what it did during the intro of the song. It's going to play that 2 measure long riff pattern 4 more times just like this. At this point, we're going to double the bass guitar note for note. The only difference is the guitar is going to play power chords. It's also going to use all downward picking motion with a slight palm mute. I'm going to play this more slowly so you can follow it easier. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, we ended that by playing the E5 power chord open. Now if you noticed, when we accented on that B5 power chord, the first finger was already barring the A and D strings at the 2nd fret. We just picked up the 3rd and 4th fingers and hit this down on 1 and allowed that to ring out for 2 full measures. One last thing I'd like to point out there is that when we're accenting on the A5 power chord, we're going to lift the hand off of the strings and let that ring out for the 1/8 of a beat. The same is true when we do the B5 power chord.